I think I'm becoming a minimalist, and I like it. Lately, I've been asking myself a question I never thought I'd consider. Am I becoming a minimalist? It sounds like such a simple question, but when I really sit with it, it feels surprisingly big. See, I used to think minimalism was this super intense lifestyle. You know, people living with just 10 items, wearing the same outfit every single day, or even sleeping on a floor mattress by choice. Honestly, that always felt extreme to me. So extreme that it was almost unrelatable, like something only a few specific kind of people would do. Someone very disciplined or very different from me. But over time, I noticed something. I've actually been moving toward minimalism without really trying to fit into that strict mold. It wasn't a sudden aha moment or a big lifestyle change, it happened quietly and gradually. And the starting point, it wasn't about minimalism at all, actually. It was about something else money. I got serious, like really serious about saving money. Not because I wanted to be trendy or because I was overwhelmed by clutter at first, but simply because I had financial goals. Maybe you can relate. The need to feel more control over your finances, the desire to build a cushion, save for something important, or just stop living paycheck to paycheck. So I set saving targets. I tracked expenses obsessively. I made a plan, and the first step was cutting back, saying no to almost every non essential purchase. The fast food meal, the extra coffee, that random gadget I thought would be cool, all of it went on pause. And you know what? It felt good. Empowering, even. Like I was taking back control. I wasn't just mindlessly spending anymore, I was making decisions with purpose. But then something unexpected happened. As I stopped buying more things, I started to notice all the stuff I already had. And I mean, really notice it, like open a closet or a drawer and just stop for a moment. And here's the honest truth so much of what I owned simply didn't serve me anymore. There were clothes I hadn't worn in years, tech accessories and cables for devices I no longer owned, books I barely remembered buying, stuff tucked away, out of sight, but still weighing on me in some invisible way. I think a lot of us don't realize how much clutter can quickly pile up, not just physically, but mentally. Because even if it's out of sight, it's in the back of our mind. And it steals energy. I started clearing things out, not to follow some minimalist trend or because I was inspired by a YouTube video. It was just honestly overwhelming to live surrounded by stuff I didn't need or use. What surprised me the most was trying to sell some of these things. I thought, great, maybe I'll make some extra cash. But many things were outdated or just not worth anything anymore. It was a real life reminder of all the money I'd spent in the past, money now sitting in boxes collecting dust with zero value. That realization was a turning point. It wasn't just about stuff anymore. It was about the relationship I had with my possessions, my money, and my own habits. I understood that being intentional with what I buy is just as important as being intentional with what I kept. Now, before I buy anything, I ask myself a new set of questions. Do I actually need this? Will I use it more than once or twice? Is this adding value to my life or just more clutter? This approach isn't about deprivation. I don't feel like I'm missing out. Actually, it's the opposite. I feel more in control than ever before. I feel calm. I feel free. Because minimalism, I've learned, isn't about extreme cuts or sacrifice. It's about making space physically, mentally, and financially for what truly matters. I didn't set out to become a minimalist. Honestly, I just wanted to save some money and get my financial life in order. But somewhere along the way, I started to enjoy the simplicity, the mental clarity that comes with fewer decisions about stuff, the freedom of not needing more things to feel good, the relief of a clutter-free space, and the peace that follows. So maybe in my own way, I am becoming a minimalist. Not perfectly, not extremely, but intentionally. And that's what matters. What I've come to realize is that minimalism isn't just about physical possessions. It's a mindset. It's about how you value your time, your money, your energy. It's about focusing on what adds real meaning to your life and letting go of everything else. For example, by having less stuff, I have less to clean, less to organize, and less to worry about. That frees up time and mental energy. Time I can spend on things I truly enjoy or goals that really matter. I won't pretend it's perfect. I still catch myself tempted by sales or ads. I still sometimes buy things impulsively, and yes, sometimes I hold on to things longer than I probably should. But minimalism isn't about perfection, it's about progress, about making conscious choices more often than not. Looking back, I realize minimalism and financial responsibility are deeply connected for me. They both come down to intention, choosing what belongs in your life and what doesn't. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by stuff or stressed about money, maybe ask yourself, what would happen if I said no more often? What if I started clearing out things that no longer serve me? What space could that create? In my home, in my mind, and my wallet? For me, minimalism isn't about losing something. It's about gaining clarity, control, and freedom, and I think that's a journey worth taking.